What's up, everybody? Trinity here. Welcome back to the morning movie chat. I hope you're all having a very good day. I apologize for being a few minutes late, and it looks like I actually scheduled this stream a little earlier than I meant to. It's supposed to be scheduled for 8:30, so I apologize to anybody who was here hanging out a little bit early for the show. Just got my kids ready for school, got my morning workout in, and was just here fiddly farting around the house. And like I said, I thought I had to sleep for 8:30. Was over listening to Nerdette's newsstand a little bit, watching some other videos this morning. But I hope you're all having a very good day today. I'm going to talk about what are we going to talk about today, folks? Let's talk about maybe like some comic books. Let's talk about what about some of them trailers? There's some new trailers out there. Some movies getting ready to come out very soon. You know, something I forgot to mention. Well, I guess I haven't been live since it happened. But William Hurt, the actor who plays General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross in the MCU, passed away a few days ago. I believe it was that just over the weekend. I think that was just over the weekend. Might have been Sunday. Very sad and yeah, very sad and unfortunate. I remember seeing William Hurt in movies since I was a kid. You know, and for the longest time, I was never really like a big fan of his or anything. I see like William Hurt, it's William Hurt in a movie. And then I can't remember what movie. There was this one movie that he did, and I really remember him. I'm like, dude, he was freaking great in that. And then like, you know, obviously I went back and yeah, I was a stupid kid. I was a stupid kid. Hey, I was a stupid kid one time. Used to like trash as well. You know, when you're a kid, you're dumb. You don't really like. You just don't have good sensibilities. Hell, I'm sure lots of people probably used to think Nirvana was okay-ish at least. They suck. It's okay. You can feel free to dislike the stream. It's okay. I apologize. I'm sorry. But anyway, thank you all so much for being here today. Star Wars Santa in the building. Michael J. Porter Bartholomew II. How are you, my man? We got Will Morgan up in the building from Meta Egg. Oh yeah, the Big Chill. Yeah, definitely. Reefer Man Reviews if he's still hanging out. But yeah. Yeah, so just yesterday in the mail. I got a nice a little package in. And I ordered these things, and haven't actually read this book yet. I've got the first. I've got the issue around here somewhere, and issue number 2 is getting ready to come out of this soon. But this is Aftershock Comics, The Lion and Eagle. This just came in right here. This is written by Garth Ennis, and I just got this in. They do these one-shot formats that are more like magazine size. Remember like Hulk? Remember like Hulk magazine? Yeah, like the bigger one. Yeah, it's great. It's great. These bigger format books that they've been doing, and this one, The Lion and the Eagle, they're actually doing in this like I think it's is it 5 issues, maybe 6 issues that they're doing in this bigger magazine format. And I picked a few of these up. We're probably going to end up giving one of these away here on the channel. But this right here is what is it, Mike Ruth? I forget who did this variant. I believe it is Mike Ruth that did this variant. Yeah, Mike Ruth, Happy Hour exclusive variant of The Lion and the Eagle. So we'll probably end up giving a copy of this away as well. Now, something else that I also got in, I ordered at the same time because it was a series that I've never read myself. And in case you guys don't know, I'm an ambassador with Aftershock Comics, so I go into a lot of local comic book shops and talk to them about Aftershock Comics and kind of what's going on with just with the books and stuff like that, and just see how they're doing. And I've still never read this one. And well, through that, basically what I'm getting at is I can get on and we can check and review like all the PDFs and everything of all the books that Aftershock Comics has ever done. And one I've never read that I've always heard is good, and everybody knows how great of a writer Garth Ennis is. Apparently, that's what a lot of people say. I've only read a couple of his books. But is this one right here, A Walk Through Hell. This is a hardcover format. This is the complete 12-issue series. And the thing I like about it is, once again, you get these books that are, say, bigger than your average. It's just a larger format than like a regular comic book here, like I'll show you here. Right here next around like Human Remains, like, you know, regular book. It's a little bit larger format. It's a little bit bigger. And so they had these on their Aftershocks Happy Hour sale, and they had these there. So I went ahead and picked this up. And the thing is, like, I ordered a couple of copies of this, but one of the copies came in the signature on it. Yeah, one of them came in with the Garth Ennis signature on there. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. But I did also pick up another copy that we're going to be giving away here on the channel. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to do some reviews of these of this series, and I'll drop some reviews of them. Probably several different videos. I might be, I don't know, maybe 6 of them, do cover like 2 issues at a time. Kind of give people an opportunity to get into you know, check out this series, watch the videos, and, you know, more opportunities to get entered into the giveaway for this, right? Yeah. And we'll probably do something similar with the Lion and the Eagle. As each issue comes out, we'll probably do the reviews on them. And you have to comment. You have to be subscribed to the channel. You're going to have to like the videos. You're going to have to do all those things that all the YouTubers always tell you to do. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, you know, because liking the video, it doesn't necessarily get you entered into the giveaway, but it helps the video in the algorithm. It helps it get it out to more eyes, because it lets YouTube know that you should come here and watch this video because people like it, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's why you should do it. Yeah. So we'll have some of those reviews coming up here on the channel. I've also got some other, like, I've been trying to think of format reviews, and Adam gave me Adam over at Fanjecture, he gave me such a great idea the other day. I'm like, I love this idea, but I also want to incorporate it somehow into an other idea, because he was talking about, you know, the thing he was talking about, you know, Adam's one of these smart dudes, man. Like, he knows his shit. He told me, he's like, you know what you should, he's like, you know what you need to be doing, Trinity? He's like, and he's like, you probably have the resources why I say you should do this, is what he says. He's like, you should have at least one short every day that's a comic book review, right? Every single, and I'm like, it sounds so genius, right? It's genius. Yeah, put up the shorts, you know, probably 30 seconds is long enough for most comic books to get on there and kind of talk about and review the book. And then, like, you should have, you know, comic book review each day, you know, at least one. And I'm like, oh, dude, yeah. But then you think about it, it's like, it's so great and it's so genius. But also at the same time, I think, like, man, like, it sounds so simple, but then what do you do? Because you don't want to do the full 60 seconds. You do the 30-second one. Do you just try to do 15 seconds, right? And then how do you do them? That's the thing. Like, what do people want to see? And I'm not really into the shorts thing anyway, but I know they'll help, right? And, you know, then probably cover them in a longer format video or something. Cover the whole series after doing, right? After doing, you know, the shorts of the whole series, or maybe have the review done of this particular story arc or these few issues where we talk about it, and then just have the shorts that link to that. Maybe I don't know, man. Like I said, I have to get with my man Adam. He's like I said, he's one of those YouTube big brain guys. But yeah. Where were you last night, Adam? What happened? On Wednesday? Is he going today? You know, it's messed up when we, you know, and I know, it's like somebody will probably beat me up for it down the. It's messed up when we're used to you being there at a certain day, a certain time. When you get used to it, and then you're not there, right? Yeah. Anyway, can't wait for Trinity to read. Oh no, what are we talking about? Oh man, arriving at the end, says Star Wars MCU. Oh, what happened? What do you mean? No, you're here right now. Yeah, no, we just started. Yeah, Nirvana sucks so bad. Yeah, my man Will Morgan, he knows. You know, Nirvana invented music. Yeah, Big Chill's an all-time great. Yeah, absolutely. Nirvana is Trinity's guilty pleasure. No, stop it. Don't no. Oh, man, where were these things supposed to be at?
Stop it! Stop it!
Stop it. Oh man, Trinity's secret tattoo is oh. It's like it's like what do they call it? Like the tramp stamps. You remember the tramp stamp? You know when women would get the little lower back tattoo and everybody. Yeah. Anyway, that's it, like the Nirvana tattoo is my trap. You know what the guy's tramp stamp was? Remember? Like don't deny it, fellas. Don't deny it. Like anybody out there that's denying it, it's because you got one. It's tribals, right? Like tribals are like the dude's tramp stamp. Well, that or flames. Tribals and flames. Sometimes maybe you got tribal flames, right? Those are totally like the male tramp stamp, to be honest with you, aren't they? Oh man. Star Wars MCU Big Chili was really in my top 5. It's a classic and a start for so many careers. Kevin Costner's wrist was in the movie. He got cut out of the movie. It was cool, and director put him in other movies. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, no, I like Kevin Costner, man. Kevin Costner's been in a lot of movies, man. Yeah, music, yeah. Nirvana underoos. That's just messed up. Now y'all just being mean. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, I think oldie stations popped up everywhere. That's funny. Alois Dottle, thank you so much for being here. Quick, everyone, mosh in the chat room. Yes, man. You know something else I picked up, guys. I picked this up last week. It came out. I don't think I got a chance to show this one off. But the Incredible Hulk, this omnibus, dude. I gotta get into this because, man, I really dig a lot of these old school books, man. Like I've been reading through the Doctor Strange epic collections, and they're like a lot of them start off like little 4-issue or 4-page stories, and then they eventually progress into like a whole half issue throughout Strange Tales, and that's pretty much what the whole book is a bunch of those. Like so, it's I don't know, maybe about half this size, and it's got a bunch of different stories, and there's so many in there. It's great because they're nice and short, and there's so much cool stuff that goes on inside of them. And reading some of the stuff and seeing some of the images and things going on in the book, it really makes me think about Doctor Strange 2 and the Multiverse of Madness, and just some of the things that we see there, and what might, or not what might be going on, but just some of the things, with the imagery. I'm like, yeah, very, very interesting. Yeah. Summer Trinity has a dairy episode of Nirvana. No. Like when I was a kid, I did have the cassette single of Smells Like Teen Spirit. I had it. I'll admit it. I also admitted that I was a kid and I had bad taste, just like all kids do when they were kids. They don't know any better. You know what? But you know what else I had? You can bet your ass I had the full CD for Offspring's album Smash. Yeah, you can bet I had that on CD. That was worth it. Yeah. Epic. I had the Hulk Volume 1 and that Doctor Strange Volume 1 collected editions and the Torch Stories from the Strange Tales. Nice. Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. I was saying the other day, because was it you that mentioned that or somebody else mentioned? I'm like, dude, we need an omnibus of the Strange Tales. They just need to start doing Strange Tales omnibuses, because like I'm sure with the Doctor Strange stories in there that are that good, I'm sure the other stories in there are that great too. Yeah, great stuff. So what else you guys want to talk about? I know there's a lot of talk going on out there with everything kind of going on with we obviously got the Ms. Marvel trailer yesterday. I think the day before that we had the Moon Knight that dropped a new probably its last trailer. And I thought that one was pretty good. I mean, I'm not like the Moon Knight. I'm already like I said, I was talking. I'm not sure if you guys know Quentin Lee does the Quentin his podcast. I was just speaking with him on Sunday. We recorded an episode that he's going to have uploaded to his podcast here soon. It was a great conversation that we had with him. So make sure that you go and check that out. I'll see if I can find a link, and we'll get that somewhere. But yeah, we got together and we were just talking just about different stuff out there. Fall asleep at night. Oh no. Yeah. We're just a garage group from Seattle, but hey, it's better than raising cattle. Oh man, no. The best rendition of Teen Spirit was done by Weird Al Yankovic. Yeah, man, Weird Al, right? Weird Al makes them hits. Weird Al makes it like that you've got a hit song if Weird Al covers it, right? Now I can't even remember where I was. Voice is amazing, silky smooth. Yeah, absolutely. And I hadn't seen his podcast, and I believe he sent me a link through Discord, so I'm gonna have to go check it out. But yeah, we got together, had a pretty good conversation, man. It was a good time. Yeah, and you know how it is, man. Like you get into some of these conversations, and an hour flies by really fast, right? An hour flies by really quick. Premieres on your birthday. Yeah, can't wait. Yeah, absolutely. Like it looks pretty good. So getting back into that with that's where we were going, the TV shows. Like the Moon Knight, like I know the character from the first Moon Knight omnibus that I read. And guys, by the way, I freaking apologize. I know I failed us on Moon Knight Mondays this week. We didn't even make it up on Tuesdays just because I was busy, guys. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna make Moon Knight spring break next week. My kids are on spring break from school. So what we're going to do is we will do it all that week. All week next week, we're going to get together late night. We're going to read some Moon Knight books. Also for channel member, we'll probably build some Legos. We've got my Batman 1989 Lego set to put together, the Batmobile. We've also got, I picked up that Lamborghini Scion? Shit, I don't know, man. Lego's Cian, Lamborghini Cian, FKP. So I don't know, man. It looked pretty badass. So me and my son were like, "Oh, dude, that thing's pretty bad." So we've got to build that. We're gonna end up doing that next week as well. Yes. But yeah, an hour does go by so fast. It really does, especially when you get into great conversations. So. And here, look, we get, like, guys, you know how I am here, right? Like, when it comes to, like, the Moon Knight, I'll tell you, I'm a recent fan of Moon Knight. After I read the omnibus, I picked it up last year at Brave New World Comics down in Santa Clarita. No, this isn't a sponsored video. We don't do that stuff here. The only people who sponsor our videos are the Myrtle Maniacs, the fine people you see down in the chats with the badges next to their names. There's a link down in the description where you can go and support this channel for as little as a comic book a month. Yeah, the price of a comic book. And I'm not even going to Marvel comic book you or DC. I'm not going to automatic, like, you still got the $3.99 choice. You don't have to go with the $4.99. We're not automatically doing everything at $4.99, right? We're watching you, Marvel and DC. We're watching you. But anyway, so you guys know how I am here. Like, I see this stuff. I'm cool, like I'll watch it. And like I said, Moon Knight, I'm a recent fan. I read that omnibus. I thought it was really good. I know the roots of the character, where he came from, his introduction, right? The history of this character. I don't know any of the more recent stuff after that. Any of the series beyond his first solo series. So I'll always tell you guys how much I know about some of these characters, the limit to my knowledge, and that's pretty much what mine is. Now I do want to go pick up that Lemire version because I heard that they're probably going to be drawing a lot from that. Obviously, I believe the character Arthur Harrow. Shout out to my man Obi-Juan the homie. He is actually from, I think, a Mark Spector Moon Knight series. That's not the. I don't think that's the Lemire series, but regardless, like I go into the show and I'm like, it's not the Moon Knight that I know. I'm willing to watch it. Like the thing that gets me. It's like look, guys, we know what it is. It's the enchanted suit. It's the enchanted suit every time. I'm willing to let everything go except for the enchanted suit. The enchanted suit. Okay. That enchanted suit gets me every time. But I'm willing to, like I'm cool with whatever they're gonna do. I'm ready and open to see what they're gonna present in this show. Right? You guys know me. I'm like, hey, and if it comes out, I'm gonna like it, and if I like it, and if I don't, I'm not gonna rail on it. Like it's obviously probably, not for me. Just like the Ms. Marvel trailer that dropped, right? It's not for everybody. Like, let's face it. You watch that trailer, it's geared like towards kids. My daughter's seen it and they're like, oh yeah. I mean, they're kind of like I am when I see, damn, it's been a while since we've had a good trailer, right? Well, anyway, they're like I am when I'm excited. And so obviously it's geared a little bit more towards that. Some people aren't going to be into it, like like some people are going to see it as a goofy character, just like I see. Like I've never read Squirrel Girl, but the character to me just seems goofy. Does squirrel like just does squirrel? I'm not saying it can't be cool or anything, but yeah, we all have our opinions. And so can we just stop with this whole thing, like? This whole thing everybody does every time a trailer comes out, every time a movie comes out. It's like, well, there's a certain fan base. There's certain people aren't gonna like and this and that. It's like, yeah, that's not really the case. The compartmentalizing of it all, right? Just stop. Just stop. It's okay for people to have different opinions than yours and for them to like something that you don't. It's okay for them to like something you don't. Just stop. It's okay. They don't have to like it. Of course, they also don't have to go out there and rail on it for hours too, but if they do, hey, that's their business. What's it matter? What's it hurt you? I guess the important but not so important thing is that maybe you hear their opinions and you can completely disregard them, or you don't have to hear out their opinions either. Hey, that's completely up to you, right? But you can leave it there. It's the same thing with this. People, it's funny too. See, like Ms. Marvel come out. I don't see look. Here's the thing: is I don't see anybody out there like triggered, like like obviously some people are gonna like it, some people aren't. I see like even in like a community like we have here and all around us, communities we hang out with. There's people who are kind of into this and people who aren't. It's not that big a deal. But there's always people, there's stands that have to rally behind everything, right? Yeah. Anyway, I think altogether, like just people just chill out. It's okay. It's okay. But now I've had some theories regarding all of that, like these shows. I dropped a video. Just was it yesterday? Might have been on Monday. I dropped a video regarding some of the things that I seen in the Ms. Marvel trailer that really got me thinking. It was Tuesday. Yeah. The like after watching the Eternals, and I've gone back and I'm gonna go back and watch it again, but going back and seeing the Eternals and what they did there, and seeing what's going on, like Shang-Chi, what's going on in Moon Knight, what's going on in it looks like here in Ms. Marvel, all of these things, it starts to really make me think that all of this stuff is kind of all brought together by that celestial technology, which I forgot. Like in that video, I completely didn't say celestial technology at all when I was talking about Cersei changing shit and all that stuff. I was talking about the Eternals, and I didn't even talk about the celestial. That was the title. That's the fucking title. Anyway. But the celestial technology that they're using in these shows, I believe that's where we're at. Where we've seen in the Infinity Saga, we actually had the Infinity Stones, and in the beginning of the Eternals movie, it says, before the 6 singularities, there was Erisham, and blah, 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 right? went on and did all this. So it really makes me think, and we see the technology that the Eternals are using there is this kind of gold looking technology that forms to however they want and does what they need. We see Cersei transforming stuff, and we see them go on and things from there throughout that. Now, the other thing I brought up was the Fertile Crescent, how they're all kind of there together. Like the Fertile Crescent and goes like kind of like the Middle East, like where the pyramids are at, like all the like the Mesopotamia, the Babylon, everywhere they were throughout that time period in the Eternals. And then how these artifacts are taken into these Egyptian culture exhibits at these different locations. We've seen in the Eternals that Cersei was working, like she was there teaching those kids, and that was actually at the Natural History Museum in London, where she was there, where she took the photo of that dagger that she made for the kid. That she actually didn't even make it. She changed it, right? She changed the composition of it. Where she was there in the class when they had the earthquake, and she changed the composition of that stone as it was getting ready to fall on that student. And like you kind of see where I'm going there, right? And the thing is then you think about what we've seen in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. You get into that movie, and we've seen at the end of it in that bonus credit scene when they were looking at the rings, like, oh, as soon as you use the rings, we felt it in Kamar-Taj. And they're sitting there like, we don't know what this is made of, and they're trying to figure out. They're like, oh, it's not vibranium, it's not, is it adamantium? Anyway, so they go into that, and they ask Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. They ask her. They ask Carol Danvers. They're like, is this Kree? She's like, oh, it's definitely not Kree. And they're like, okay, and that's when they're trying to figure out exactly what it is, and that is because they're trying to figure out how old it is, right? They're trying to figure out when it's from, when it predates. How long has your father had these rings? And I believe that these are something also probably made, or the composition changes like Cersei did in the Eternals movie. I believe the same thing happened here. Maybe they're responsible for those rings. Maybe it is actually celestial technology. Now, we move into Moon Knight, where we see the same similar stuff. We see where they're using, they have, they showed the little, why all of a sudden did I forget the name of it? Where they have the what do they call it? The little beetle, the thing, man. I like the word is escaping me now, but they have it. And then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they have those same kind of things in display. And I might be wrong on that one. I think I went back and checked it out on that one. And but then again, it could be with the little wings out of the scarab. There we go, the scarab. That they had there at that little gift shop. I could be wrong there. But the other thing is they also said in the trailer that it's very much like Fight Club meets Indiana Jones, right? Fight Club meets Indiana Jones, right? Do you remember what happened in Indiana Jones? Okay, let me tell you. Well, one of the things they did was they had this little like scarab thing that they had, this little like this necklace that they had, that Indy got, and he went and he took it to Egypt. And remember, he put it on the little pole, and he went down, and the sun was shining, and it showed on the little. Yeah, remember, it was so cool, dude. Like that's just some cool shit, man. Right? Anyway, you see that, and what's it lead to? Treasure, right? That's what it led to, what they were looking for. And it was these artifacts that were made, to made and be used at these specific times for these kinds of things. And that is what he was doing there. And if you watch that behind the scenes kind of thing that they did, the featurette that they did, they showed the exact same thing. You see where they're going to the pyramids. You see Mark there. You see all of that kind of stuff. And we see at the one point, we see that character Arthur Harrow, who has that scarab in his hand, where he's sitting there outside. It flies down into his hand. He's using it for something. It's technology. we see later, or I think it was earlier in that same thing, we see that same character who was there. Is that supposed to be Marlene? By the way, is that supposed to be Marlene? I don't know. I haven't looked on IMDb. I don't really do all that much, but the girl, the woman who was there, who's like, hey Mark, like, oh Steven, and he's like, hey, what'd you call me that for? And like she had, like, seen it first, we seen it in her hand too, and the wings came out of it, right? It's the same thing. It's the technology. Now I think that's what they're going for, and that's what's gonna happen, right? It's this ancient technology that was there and put there, maybe changed or whatnot, maybe just created by the Eternals through celestial technology altogether. So that would include because, and then the other thing is, because like we see in the Moon Knight trailer, remember, how he has his moonarangs? Yeah, he has his moonarangs. And they're shaped like little, he has the moon on his chest that he takes off, obviously, because his enchanted suit probably lets it. It sounds fucking stupid hearing it, doesn't it? Doesn't it sound stupid hearing that? Fucking enchanted suit. Hey, let me have this thing. No, it's not. I don't want to hear anybody don't give me the nanotech bullcrap in the. But anyway, you see it's made of the same gold looking kind of stuff, just like kind of the scarab has around it, like we see with that dagger that Cersei made, like we see with the 10 rings, just like we see in the Ms. Marvel trailer. We see that she has those bands that she puts on that look like they're probably made of the same type of metal. They give her powers. Now, the thing is, I was talking about this in my video. Rob has actually done 2 videos. Rob over at Geek Culture Explained has actually done 2 videos talking about if these things are the quantum bands or the nega bands, and like he was saying, the way the MCU is like it could be both. Like they probably just transfer it over both, and that's just what it is. And the thing is if you guys remember, we did a stream not too long ago when we were breaking down that Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness trailer, where I was telling you, remember when we see Wanda there fighting that character who breaks through the wall? There's 2 different characters there. There's 2 different scenes completely, and I'm pretty sure one of them looks like they had not similar bands to what Ms. Marvel was wearing, but similar kind of bands. It looks like a different character than we see breaking through the wall and attacking Wanda there at that moon base, there where she's at, where the Illuminati is. It's like, so what I'm saying essentially is all of this stuff is I would say is interrelated, and I would think that that's where they're kind of going here in the MCU, because we also seen in the Eternals. Here's the other thing. In the Eternals, we also seen the ebony blade, ebony. Yeah. You got me right. Basically, what would that be, like this? What would that necro sword like Hela had, right? Now this wouldn't be. I don't think this would be celestial technology. Maybe they're gonna use it. Maybe, I mean, however, because like we said, we know the MCU is doing different stuff. But maybe his sword there is actually a different kind of technology from the Eternals. Because remember how Arishem had to basically create the Eternals to go out there and fight the Deviants who were out there to kind of soak up and get the knowledge of this world, and they were out there, they were doing what they do. So you basically got somebody out there who's the exact opposite of that, where they're making you could kind of look at the technology that the Eternals are using, harnessing there with that celestial tech that they are handing to the humans and things like that, and just the way that kind of metal and everything, right? It's not the Uru metal like Mjolnir is forged out of, is it? Interesting. We'll get on with that in a minute. But the thing is like, you see, like we see all of these different kinds of technologies, and I would say that the sword is definitely a dark, I would say maybe a dark magic sort of kind of technology, right? So we see all these kinds of things. So it's essentially, like I said, like we had the Infinity Stones and everything in the first in the Infinity Saga. You know, we learned about those and everything that they were doing, and how you could take those things and still harness those into other kinds of powers. And I think that's what we're going to find here going into this next phase. And it makes me think, just like when we think about like what we're going to get with Blade, like what we may get with the Fantastic Four, a lot of these things coming up with these different characters that are going to be introduced here into the MCU. Now we also know that they just brought in they just started, it's on Disney Plus now. They got all the Netflix Marvel stuff on there now too. So I wouldn't say that they're necessarily gonna say that it's all canon, but certain aspects of it definitely will be with some of these characters, some of these different things. Wouldn't it be great if we got David Tennant back? Fuck, that would be great. Anyway, the point being is we got these different technologies that are being used and being harnessed, and I think it all comes down to this celestial technology that is being introduced and being found by these other characters, other worlds, civilizations that are using this same similar technology, because we know the Eternals weren't just on Earth. And I think that's very interesting when you get into that and thinking of all that entails. So and I think that's kind of where we're going. You know, like we know the next Captain Marvel movie is going to be The Marvels, and we don't know exactly for sure where that's going with all of the different Marvels and these kind of cosmic powers that they all seem to have. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy. Let's get back here in the chats to see what everybody's talking about. Okay. What about the Netflix Marvel stuff now on Disney Plus? I had to change my password because of the parental control things. Oh yeah. See, yep, absolutely. See, it's funny. I was just talking about that. The enchanted suit is like Nirvana to train. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I will watch it. Yeah, absolutely. Lucas Texvenger, my man. What is up? How are you doing? New Moon Knight clip. What? What new Moon Knight clip? There's a new Moon Knight clip? Man, okay, give me a second. He could be some sort of they could be some sort of Kree terror bands that wake up her latent inhuman powers. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Just like these, like say they are I mean, just like, even if they're not Kree, because look, here's the thing. I just went through, I did a quick look on Wikipedia, just looking some stuff up, because like most of this stuff I like to read for myself, because I don't really like other people's interpretations of it. But basically they were saying that the nega bands, which are Kree technology, were created or based on the quantum bands, which were apparently, I think they did this later, were eventually kind of revealed to have been celestial technology. And I know some of that came a little bit later from what it looked like here, like more recent. Some of the more recent stuff with the quantum bands, but essentially that's what Rob was saying. Like, if essentially they'd be the same thing. And thinking if the Kree took their nega bands and designed them off of these the celestial tech of the quantum bands, then like they're essentially the same thing, right? I mean, it's just like kind of, I would say, similar to Ironmonger being, just like the original Tony Stark tech, and then they took it and they kind of repurposed it. It's kind of like that same thing, right? It's like it's what Sony does with products. They take somebody else's product and they improve upon it, kind of like Tony Stark. Ooh. Anyway, yeah, and happy St. Patrick's Day to you. Yes, I completely forgot. My kids this morning, when they were leaving for school, because I came out here in the garage and worked out, like, you better get some green on. They're gonna pinch me if I don't have green on by the end of the day. But yeah, they could absolutely wake up her inhuman powers, just like I would theorize, and I think many people have at this point, the Mind Stone did to Wanda and Pietro, right? Have a good day. He's going to Nashville to hit a few bars for St. Patty's Day. All right, Star Wars Star Wars MCU OG. Enjoy that. Yeah. Instead of Terra Mist. Yeah, absolutely. It could be. So Celestial Tech is the new Extremis. Just the MCU's answer for everything. Could be. Something. Yeah. Let's give us the damn Inhuman. Well, I think they'll bring them through all of this, right? I think that's kind of what they'll do, is reveal a lot of that through this, like all that going on. But anyway, guys, I think that's all I've got for today. Yeah, I think that is really all I have for today. Just kind of wanted to get on and flap my gums about like this whole everything going on here, like that video I did, like, because I'm just like, man, like, it's just going, you know, in my brain, I could just, these things about, you know, this Doctor Strange and Ms. Marvel and Moon Knight, Shang-Chi, all these people having maybe this celestial tech. It seems like it would work. It seems fitting. It seems kind of like that's what's going on here. I could be wrong, but let me know what you think down in the comments below. I want to thank you all so much for being here today.
Bermuda, baby.
If you're not already, please make sure that you're subscribed, click the little bell and all of that good stuff. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Later. Oh, did I just...